Mother Nature's been on an anger bender for like 3 weeks now, man. You know what? I think it's time to get her some help. Hey guys, this is Jace and welcome to episode 96 of My Road Show. Lots to get into, so let's get right to it. We had to wait on a couple of orders before we could leave, but luckily the entire load was not too heavy. Looking at the route, we had no Grand Junction, so we were either going to be staying in the Roaring Forks Valley or in Rifle. And I'm not feeling that motel in Rifle anymore, so I had to do something down here. I haven't even left the yard and I have a couple of things that I want to say. First of which, I have no idea what we are getting into today. I know the temperature is low, but as far as weather, I literally have no idea. I went to pull weather reports and it looks like either the weather system website is down or something like that, but I wasn't able to get any information. So we're flying blind today. And you're flying blind with me. So aside from flying blind today, I had 2 of my front end time vampires today. Fortunately, I only have to get as far as Steamboat, and then I'll be right back on schedule tomorrow morning. So it's not all that big a deal for once. Oh my God, I know, right? Luckily for me, this is holiday season, and the orders are thin and the routes are short. So that's a huge advantage for this time of year. Let's go, lady. They do this shit to me all the time. So a few months back, I don't remember which episode it was, when I found out that Red Mountain Inn was closing, and I tried to book up a stay at the Best Western in Glenwood Springs. And that lady was really, really mean to me. And I was like, screw you, I'm not staying here. Well, tonight, I went to call my people in Rifle, and they do not have any vacancies. So I'm like, all right, well, we'll stay a little closer to Glenwood Springs than Rifle. I'm like, well, let's try the Best Western again. The girl that I got off the phone with earlier in the morning was actually super receptive to having a regular come in and, establish a relationship. So things are really looking up. I'd rather stay at a Best Western anyway, because anytime I stay at that other place in Rifle, I don't get any points because they're not Wyndham or Best Western. So this may actually work to our advantage. If we can kind of get our foot in the door, then it'll be really cool. And then I'll have Best Westerns all over the place, and I won't have to worry about it. Let's see how that works out. I'm hoping it works out good, but I have a good feeling about it. We get going down I-70, and we turn off, get ready to start climbing Berthoud Pass. So weird thing about this little area of the mountains here. Once you cross onto US 40, more often than not, even if it's not calling for snow in the high country, it is usually snowing here. And it's just an effect of the air moving from west to east, going up in elevation, getting high enough to where any moisture in it whatsoever precipitates out, and then goes back down the other side, down into Denver, and by then it's dry because it has dropped all of its payload. It's one of those weird quirks of the mountains. It is always snowing here. In all honesty, this is the best this first switchback has looked in a few weeks. probably won't be so bad, but hey, let's see what the north side looks like. All righty. All right, C-Dot is gonna park. Okay, okay. I don't know if you can see this in the camera, but this isn't exactly chainable. Like it would be, I would be hard pressed to put chain laws on this right here, but we still have to pussyfoot. So again, we have to be careful. You have to respect this mountain, because if you don't respect this mountain, it will kill you dead. Just like rabbit ears, just like Wolf Creek, just like Red Mountain. I mean, you have to respect these mountains, man. You cannot just dick around. Oh, look, speaking of which, wasn't respecting the mountain, were you? Man, you can't just go around it. My point was right there. Don't worry. I've done this hundreds of times. I don't suck at it. Next clip, me in a ditch. Well, I crashed my truck like a dumbass. Yeah. Come on, man. It's not gonna wipe that little area, is it? These are literally the shittiest winter wipers I've ever seen. You get like one little piece of ice and you're freaking completely defunct. It said winter right on the package. Right on the package. These are for winter style driving. Sucks. I've half a mind to write a strongly worded email to Rain-X and say, your product sucks. You hear that whooshing sound? Yeah, that's the sound of your product sucking. However, if that's the only excitement of the day, this will be alright. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, I wanted to mention that my first tank vampire is actually a couple of things that I could just get off the truck without the forklift. So that whole shenaniganery from last week ain't gonna be a thing today. Hopefully. In all actuality, we are going like 45 miles an hour down this mountain. Unlike last week, we had zero trouble getting in and out of Tabernash. So we're here at our stop in Granby. And I walk in there, and they're in the middle of their company Christmas party. I'm like, hey everybody, blah, blah, blah. The owner was like, yeah, come sit down. I was like, you know, brother, I wish I had time for that, but you guys ordered a big giant unit of stuff I can take it off the truck. So we gotta wait here a few minutes because their working lift is down in town. So we'll probably be here maybe half an hour, maybe less, hopefully less. We'll see how that goes. Next stop is Steamboat Springs. And I still can't pull a freaking radar for some reason. So we don't know what Rabbit Ears is gonna look like. I guess we're fixing to find out. Ay, 3 weeks in a row, man. Really, Mother Nature? And again, I wasn't able to pull radars, so I couldn't mentally prepare myself. None of this is showing up on the radar. We are in for a wild ride. Welcome to the saddle. Can't see shit. Again, it's all about the muscle memory. However, one advantage that I do have over some of the people up here is that my sunglasses are polarized. So it's actually filtering out some of this white. It's the reason why I get polarized sunglasses. For this reason, right here. Boy, you better get in your own lane, mister. I don't know, but it's looking like visibility's starting to get a little better. I know you guys can't tell, but I can definitely tell a difference. All right, here we are up at the top of Rabbit Ears Pass. With the temperature, the wind conditions, and the snowpack, I have elected to not put chains on for the descent. If you're able to see to the left and to the right, you can see that there is at least 5 foot of snow on the ground here. At least. A long time ago, there used to be a stick that had graduated measurements on it somewhere down here before you get to the other chain station. And I don't know what happened to it. It's like I see it during the summer, but it's, I mean, freaking gone. I don't know where it went. Yeah, there isn't underneath. We're gonna be good. And I was kind of debating whether I should try to do Highway 13, which is highly risky in weather like this, or if I should do Colorado 131, which is also highly risky, but a little less risky than Highway 13. So, you know, the lesser of two evils, I guess, is going to be Highway 131. Look, pavement. And just like that, we're down. I've seen worse up there. Not by much, but I've seen worse up there. So we have cleared all 3 stops in Steamboat. So the decision is now, do I want to go all the way over to go down Highway 13? You know, it's going to be like this, obviously. Or do I want to take the shortcut to Colorado 131? That'll take me directly to I-70. So just knowing what I know and having 3 hours and 27 minutes of ops time left, the decision has been made that we are going down Highway 131. Now, it's been a long time since I've been down Highway 131 in these conditions, but in the interest of saving some time, I think I'm going to do it. Once I left Steamboat and got to Oak Creek on 131 and it being snowpacked like it was, I started second guessing my decision. It was getting colder and darker and the road was not improving at all. And I'm like, what have I got myself into? And the further I got, the more worried I got because I hadn't even filled my time lapse yet. Slowly but surely, the road started clearing up the further south we got. And by the time we got to the little town of Burns, Yeah, Burns. The road had literally cleared up and was perfectly fine to travel on. And then at that point, I felt like I had made the right decision because there's no telling what would have happened to me if I'd have went down Highway 13 in that kind of conditions. And then from that point on, all the way to Glenwood Springs, it was smooth sailing. I got checked in, I got set up, and all in all, this new place is really nice. I like it already. You know, they don't call it mediocre Western. Tomorrow's stops are one in Basalt, one in Aspen, and one in Breckenridge, and that's it. Then I can go home. Help me grow by liking and subscribing, and possibly even sharing this video. Let's get these videos in front of some new eyes. Anyway, that's all I've got for you tonight. We'll see you in the next video.